Okay, boomer. So this is a unedited video on actually how I get to, editing my videos, okay? So I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys out there are wondering, how I do my stuff and what I use. So I'm just going to walk you through everything I do. This is probably a watch me edit video, so there's like no editing involved in this video. So I'll just upload it and just show you guys and walk through and talk with you what I do. So first off, I have a screen recorder called Screen Recorder No Ads. It's the name. The creator has a name that starts with a K. I don't know, like his or her name, but like this app is really good for recording my videos. It records HD quality, but it's gonna be higher file sizes if I go in the higher quality. But you'll get to know everything once you download the app. I'll probably show the image on the screen right now so you can easily find it. And I use another app to edit called KindMaster. Now I'm gonna expose myself right now. This is not a version. Like normally you guys would probably get the free version, but this is not the free version of KindMaster. KindMaster has premium features that only premium users can have, and I didn't really pay money to do it because I'm lazy and I don't really have the money to do so. So I just got a modded APK of KindMaster. Don't tell nobody, but I do, and that's how I edit my stuff with all the features. It's kind of legal, but like at the same time, not really. So I am using a modded APK for KindMaster Pro, but you guys can easily search that up on YouTube. But if you don't want to do all that and you want the watermark and everything, because it kind of sucks. The watermark is just annoying. But if you want that stuff, then get the free version. If you don't want to deal with all that, just get the free version from the Play Store. But this is how I usually edit my videos. And I don't usually name them. I just go into a project and select the aspect ratio of 16:9. Unless I'm doing edits, then I'll do 1:1. I don't know why I would do edits on here, but okay. So this is my thing that I'm doing here for this today's video actually. It's a Sonic the Hedgehog video because I know the Sonic movie's coming out soon and you guys are like, oh my god, we gotta watch that, and like I'm like, well, maybe, but Sonic's been my dude for a while. I kind of like playing his old games. Like I've played his first game, his classic games, classic, and I'll show you guys in a minute. But the first thing I do is I go to media and I go to background and I put a black background. You can do any color actually. You can do any color. But I just use black because it'll just make things easier. I choose a black background and I shorten the timeline, which you can zoom in for. You can zoom in the timeline, it'll shorten the timeline up. This black thing right here, that's the timeline, that's the bar. But I set it for 30 minutes because I know my screen recording is not longer than 30 minutes. However long your screen recording is, when you get done recording it, this background has to be the length of that screen recording. So I'll show you how to cut precisely too, but this is, I'm gonna just exit out and go back in there so the timeline would reset. Now I choose a layer. Now I'm gonna go to my screen recorder and this is the video that I just made, like not even 5 minutes ago. So I'm gonna pick that and it comes as a layer. Now I'm gonna go into the video a little bit so I can get that full screen view. But this is how it looks full screen because my phone is weird. It has that, you know how the iPhone XR looks, or it just has that indent in the screen where the camera goes, and that to me is kind of weird, but I just live with it anyways. I got a Moto G7 Play. You can search it up yourself, but it's got that little camera thing. I'll put the, you know what? This video is unedited. I just realized that too, so I can't like really put images in here, but it has a camera that blocks some of the screen. You guys know what I'm talking about. We've got iPhone X's or L11s, and some Android devices do that too, like the LG and the Motorola. But this is the full. I can't really like crop the video. If I go to cropping, it can only crop it like actually crop it. It won't go any further than what the ratio is already. So I'm just gonna not crop it and resize it to where it fits. Like like a movie, you know? Like it'll be a movie. Like you see those black things at the top and the bottom where you usually see them in movies. Yeah. So that was unnecessary, sorry. I'ma just play the I'm gonna play the video. I'm gonna see where I talk at. So if I have a long pause and there's not really much gameplay going on, I'm gonna cut that part out and go to the part where I actually start talking again, because that's I like usually talk a lot, so I just like to leave a lot of talking in my videos. You guys can edit however you want to, though. If you don't want to have that many cuts, then that's your choice. Like none of this is being forced upon you. But I'm just gonna see where I talk at. So I'm just gonna turn that up. Oh yeah, here we go, brother. Yeah, I was really excited to get this game started. I'm gonna just start it. You can start it wherever, but I'm just gonna start it right at that point. Like, just this is how the video will start. Oh yeah, here we go, brother. Ooh. And then I like to make some zoom ins when I make some weird noises or crap and make the screen gray or something like that, because that's just how I edit. But you can choose your own editing style. Basically, what I do is I like the intro, I have for where is it? It's in the exports. Yeah, it's right here. It's this intro. That's the intro. I'm gonna delete it though. So I'm gonna put the intro in a part where I want it to go. Like usually these YouTubers have an exciting clip to go before the video actually starts, and then they play the intro, and then they proceed with the video after the intro. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can do that. Like if I'm quiet a little bit, this is gonna be a full edit. So if I'm quiet, just take notes or something. Oh yeah, here we go. Because I'm only going to talk when needed. Like if I'm doing something that you guys don't know how to do, then I will talk and explain it. Oh, brother! Ooh. Bro, I'm so excited, bro. Hold on. Oh my god! Okay, I might put a little zoom in there. So I'm gonna show you how I zoom into. I'm gonna start at the beginning when I start making noise. Yeah. So you gotta stop the timeline right at that point where you want to stop it, because it's not gonna be like the sensitivity of this timeline. It's not gonna be nice to you. It really isn't. So you just gotta stop it where you do it. Like you gotta be fast with the reactions. So I usually stop it and play and stop it to see if I can get that precise. Sometimes you guys know what I mean. So I'm just gonna cut that right there. So trim and split. I don't use trim left to the playhead or trim right to the playhead, because that's not really going to help you unless you're trying to cut something out of the video. But usually you just use the delete button, which is this trash can right there. But I'm just going to split at the playhead, because splitting the timeline is really, really important. So you're going to split it at where you want to zoom in, like the beginning of where you want to zoom in, and at the end of where you want to zoom in. Where we want it to stop. So I like to be creative with this stuff. You're gonna have to be creative if you want your video to be like kind of like mine. If you want to go my style, then go ahead. But you're gonna have to be really creative. Oh my god! I'm gonna stop it right there, and I'm gonna cut it again, because if you don't cut it at the end, the zoom is just gonna keep continuing until the end of the video, and that's not any fun. So you're just gonna select that clip that you cut out, and this is the animation. This little key. No, hold on. I'm gonna click the timeline, that part that I cut out, and I'm gonna see this key over here at the left that I'm touching. That's the animation key. So I do funny animations sometimes, so I can add playheads where I want the animation to go, and I can remove them. So from the beginning to the end, I'm gonna have an animation playhead right there, and at the end is where the zoom in will stop. So I'm just gonna have it zoom in to right there. So watch this. Oh my god! See, it zooms in to the screen to where I want it to be. So that's what the animation does, and that's pretty useful if you want your edited video to be funny, you know. Oh my god! And I sometimes look over the part that I do because it looks really funny, and you just gotta look over it and over again to make sure you've got it right and you think other people will laugh at it. So. Oh my god! And I said something really funny after this. Bro, I'm gonna touch all over you. I don't know what I was doing, but I'm gonna zoom in where. Hold on. Bro, I'm gonna start the zoom at I'm gonna touch. So I'm gonna start it right there. And then I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna touch all over you. Then I'm gonna have a different section for that. So I go into detail of what I want to do. Like, bro, I'm gonna touch all over you. All right, this is okay. All right. So I have in my mind what I want to do. So I'm gonna cut that because that's. All right, this is kid friendly. Okay. Kid friendly. No, and sometimes it just doesn't work, so you gotta press that redo button and do it all over again. See that to get that precise cut. This is kid friendly. Yeah, I want it to cut it right there, right when I start screaming. And then I want it to end. Maybe I'll put a little. Then you want to cut. You might. The background is just to be the background. You don't need to really do anything to that part of the timeline. But I'm gonna start zooming in now. So I'm gonna zoom in. Maybe I'll tilt the video a little bit, and then have that zoom in. Because a lot of people do that, and it cracks me up sometimes. So what I think is funny, I put in the video. I'm gonna touch all over you. Maybe I can tilt it just a little bit and then have it at the touch to start, because that's what I was implying. I'm gonna touch all over you. All right, this. I'm gonna zoom in from there. You know what? Hold on. And I just go over and see what I want, see what I don't want, because I think I made a mistake here. But this is just my edit. I don't know what I did there. Alright, this is kid friendly. Maybe I can add an image there, like at the part. Sometimes I don't have any idea, so I just zoom in just randomly. Bro, I'm gonna touch all over you. Alright, this is. Then Then this is the normal zoom. See, you wanna cut every part to make it its own section. See how this is its own section, and this is its own section, and this is its own section, and that's where cutting it at the end of the clip means. That's just making it its own section, so it doesn't have to continue. So I'm just gonna have this color filter gray. I'm gonna go to monochrome, and I'm gonna get MO2. See, it looks gray now. That's exactly what I want. Hold on, let me see this again. Oh my god! Bro, I'm gonna touch all over you. Alright, this is kid friendly. And then I'm gonna zoom in with that animation thing. Got the end of that, and then tilt it maybe to the right side this time. Make it a little bit different, and then maybe a little bit closer to Sonic. Bro, I'm gonna touch all over you. Alright, this is kid friendly. And then I'm gonna cut. So first, before I insert a clip between these 2 points, which I will, I'm gonna go to the next time I talk, which is not there. I don't think it's there either. Hold on. There goes that sexy hedgehog we all been talking about. Whoa, I didn't know I said that. And sometimes I clip stuff out of the video because one, it's unnecessary, and two, it's just no. I'm not gonna add that. I'm not gonna add that. Okay. Okay, that was a little exciting. I was really excited to do this video, so I'm gonna stop it right before I say Ayo. So I'm just gonna cut. So this is the part. This is the long ass part that you want to cut out. You know, this is that part that you just want to cut out. So you click it, then you press the trash can, and there it's gone. And then you have to manually do this. This is annoying, but you have to do it. You have to touch and hold the clip right there. Then you can drag it over there. You can expand the timeline by pressing this button right here, and then the timeline just comes, you know. So I'm just gonna drag that over there, and then you want it like not there. You want it. You want those clips to touch. You don't want it to overlap though, cause it'll like sound too close. You just want it to touch. And how I get those to touch is I put the line that the big line right there in the middle. I put it in the middle of those clips, and I look at the edges of the clips and see if they're touching or not. So that's probably good right there. But I'm gonna insert a clip before I do that. So I have a good clip that I used in the last video. I might use it for every video, honestly. And remember that everyone is a layer. Every single one of these clips that you add is going to be a layer. So I'm just gonna download. Where's the downloads? Where's the downloads? That's my downloads. And this is what I want to put in before that clip. So this is just the inside of what I do. This is just a little sneak peek of the next video you're going to be watching. Oh my god! Bro, I'm gonna touch all over you. Alright, this is kid friendly. Hey yo! And that's how I do that little part there. I might end the video and add a little MP3 here, like maybe like a man saying hold on there for a minute, like hold up, like that sound effect. I usually go on YouTube. If you're working on phone or Android, that's probably what you're watching this on and what you're trying to edit on. So basically what I do is I go to YouTube, the YouTube mobile app. I search up the video that I want to be a sound effect, and then I copy the link. I press share, then I press copy link, then I go into the Chrome browser or whatever browser you use, and I paste that link into the browser. It'll take you to the website video. Like it'll take you to the same video, but it'll take you to the website version of YouTube. And then in the middle of YouTube, like in the URL, like it'll say www.m.youtube.com or something like that. It might say something different, but it's gonna have YouTube in the name. Wherever you see YouTube in that URL, in between U and tube, type in magic. So you're changing the whole URL into U magic tube, and that brings you to a site where you can actually download that video or MP3 file. So that's where I got my sound effects from, like come here, boy. Yeah, that's where I got that from. The ding sound effect. I got a whole bunch of swiggity swooty. I'm coming for the booty. Yeah, I remember that from the last one. I should have put a different sound effect, but you guys know the gist. I usually put random memes in my videos, dead dank memes sometimes, to make it more funny and more interesting. That's what I gotta do, you know, to keep you guys entertained. Make it more interesting, you know, because people don't really like boring, plain videos, you know. So that's basically how I do that one part. And basically my strategy here is clip parts out of the video that I don't want in there, like for example, parts that I don't talk and there's not much gameplay. But if there's gameplay going on, then I'm gonna keep that in there. I'm not, and if I'm not talking, then I'm just not talking. That's just gonna be a part in the video. And I try to keep the video as long as possible. 10 minutes. For a gaming video, 10 minutes is too short. Well, 10 minutes is short. Anything under 10 minutes is too short. 15 minutes is normal. 20 minutes is a long video to me. That's my standards right there. So I got to keep this video 10 minutes. I know I recorded 24 minutes, but I like to cut out everything, so it usually turns out 10 minutes less than what I recorded. But that's just how it is sometimes. And I do random zoom in sometimes to make it more interesting. And I put MP3s and MP4s. MP4 is the video, MP3 is the sound file. And I just put those in between clips and put random sound effects in there. You got to time them sometimes when you put it in there in the timeline. But you guys can figure out the timeline. The timeline's not really that difficult. Like, if you put a sound effect, it'll pop up right there. If you put another video, it'll just pop up. If it doesn't pop up, just press that little button and you'll see everything that you put in there. And I mean everything. So that's my strategy right there. The last thing that I'm probably going to show you is that green screen. Like, that chroma key. That's what they call it. They call it the chroma key. And I can also add voice, like my own sound effects, you know? If it'll let me. It probably won't let me. Yeah, I'll just not use that. I was gonna say, hey, little mom, let me whisper in the ear, but that's not necessary. But I'm just gonna, when I start the video is probably when that happens. So I'm just gonna skip to that part. I'm an editor now, so I have experience with this, so I know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna skip to the part where I actually get to playing the game. Wait. Oh my god, sometimes it crashes up like that if you don't have a stable phone. So I just exit and go back, but it's not too bad. Okay, this is where I start the gameplay. I'm not going to show you guys the video yet. Like, I'm not going to show you guys the whole, I'm not going to edit the whole video in front of you guys because, you know, that's just, that's just not me. Is that me? Yeah, that's me playing. Joysticks. To Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay, so to Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay, so I want to cut it right there, and I want to go to the part where I start talking again. Yeah, I'm just going to cut it right there when I say I. And you're going to want to leave a space in between your intro. If you have an intro, like it's green screen or yellow screen or just another color than the intro itself, then you can put a layer there. I'm gonna show you guys right now. No, not a light motion. Export, and I'm gonna go to that video. See, there's a yellow screen. That means that yellow will not pop up. It will not be there if you use chroma key. So I'm just gonna time it right. So I'm just gonna. Okay, so that's the yellow screen right there. Now I'm gonna click on it. Now I'm gonna go to chroma key. Chroma key is where this yellow screen can be removed. So when you enable it, the yellow's gone. You can mess with it a little bit. Turn that to 0, turn that to 0, turn this all the way up. You can mess with it. It just turns the visibility of the yellow screen on and off. And there's a key color. You can change the color that it turns off. Heck, if I wanted to go green, hold on. If I wanted to go green, I could. I really could. Like I can turn off my face. Like that, yeah, and it just does that. But I recommend you go with the color that it recommends you to do if you have an intro. And then you want the end, like before it cuts out, you want your video right there. So let me show you how this how this looks, you know? And see more content just like this. Now with that being said, let's go ahead and get straight into Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, and then there's this one other useful thing that if you don't want your voice being heard in like this overlaps kind of. Yeah, I said I think in the middle of the intro, well, at the end where it was still going. So if you don't want to do that, I'm gonna show you how to not have your voice like that. This is the volume envelope. This changes your volume of the clip that you selected. So I'm gonna have I'm gonna have it at 100 volume right here and 0 volume right there. So it'll slowly, gradually come up to the 100 volume. And if you just wanted to go straight to the 100 volume, here's what you can do. You can make a point right uh behind the point that is at 100 at. So you can go to that point and make it 0 so it can pop straight up. So watch this. You probably can hear it better than I can. See? But that just messes with it a little bit. So I don't really worry about the volume envelope unless I'm gradually slowing it up. I'm just gonna leave that alone because it's fine just the way it is. To me it is. But if you want to change it, if you have a video of your own and this helps you out a lot, make sure to hit that like button because I'm out. I'm out, guys, because this is basically all I do. I'm gonna run through it again. Actually, I clip parts of the video out that I don't want, that's like too boring or just really unnecessary, and something there's just some things you don't want in your video, and that's all right. And I make random zoom ins when I want to because it's kind of funny, and I change the screen color. Like gray, like play sad music when you change your screen color to gray. And like the intro, the chroma key and the volume envelope comes in right here, which is very useful. I'm gonna edit this part out, this part right here. So, and the talking part is one thing I forgot to mention. If you talk and then you wait 3 seconds before you talk again, that's what I usually do when I'm recording. So that makes it easier for me to edit, because this timeline can split up to 0.1 seconds, which is this much. That's 0.1 seconds. Well, to them it is. So just waiting, if you want to cut parts, if you know you're trying to cut that part out that's in your recording, just wait 3 seconds to talk and then do it, because it makes it more easier to cut it out. So that's basically it. If this helped you in any way possible, you got to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, and you got to hit that notifications bell, because you don't hit it, hurt it. Beat the living crap out of it. It stole your lunch money, man. Just beat it. Beat it to the ground. Beat the heck out of that notifications bell, because if you do, then you'll never miss another upload from Andronaut ever again. And how exciting is that? I'm your favorite YouTuber, right? And if I aren't, your house is just a couple of blocks away. Yeah, I'm gonna shut up now. I'm gonna go home, even though I'm already in my room. But that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. I really hope this helped you out a lot. And this is an unedited video, so you can just follow along. I don't know how long I've been recording or how long this video is going to be, but I'm just going to upload it as it is. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video, because I'm going out. Peace out, my homies. Home slices, home gators. I'm gonna have to come up with a name for you guys, honestly.